we talk about Tyrann like almost daily about like what he's doing, what he's on and up, the plays he's making. So I don't think he's having a quiet camp by any means. I think he
Mhm.
was having a pretty good camp. Obviously he started out in the the spot where he was away from the team, and I think it took a little bit of time to ramp up and everything. But like in Green Bay, like I saw his impact. Like he was lining up all over the field, rushing
Mhm.
from the edge. He was playing in the box. He was playing deep. They're switching at the snap. Aaron Rodgers is confused. Like I thought that he had a really good week in Green Bay. Um, Today obviously was his best practice. He had a pass breakup on Deontay Hardy on a crossing route going over the middle. So
Mhm.
that's not a slow player. Like you could have significant closing speed to kind of get there and knock the ball down. And then
Yeah.
he just kind of undercut in breaking route in the back of the end zone to Juwan Johnson, got an interception. But I think he's playing well. I think he looks good. And then
Okay.
Maye as well. Like he had a great interception against Green Bay, deep ball, gets on his horse,
Mm.
flies down the field, picks it out of the air. Like a really, really good play there. And I think his range is something that's kind of stood out in this practice as well. And
Okay.
if there is like quietness as far as like I don't know how many interceptions like they're supposed to have or whatever, but I don't know, man. I feel like they're playing pretty good. I know DA said today that it's getting better, it's clicking. He's seeing the stuff he wants to see. There's still a little bit of room to go. I think
Yeah.
that's kind of an obvious thing, and there is going to be a process there. Like the year that Marcus Williams and Malcolm Jenkins first came together, it took like 4 weeks into the season for them to like really
Yeah,
get.
I was going to ask you that, like, if you can compare like how the first training camp was with those two together versus Maye and Matheiu, which is a little unfair because Marcus Williams had been here forever. But yeah, is there any differences, anything that
It's
stands out between that?
it's tough to say because like in camp they're kind of just calling their coverages, but it's not like super complex. Like it's not game planned. It's not a ton
Mhm.
of disguise. It's not, they're just kind of like, running cover three, cover two, cover one, cover four. Like, so it's just
Yeah.
kind of like really like basic stuff. And then once you get into the season, there's the window dressing and, the stuff's a little bit more complex with how it goes together. So,
Mhm. Right.
when that's going on, I think that's kind of where you start to see the communication and if it's on point or not. But I think throughout this camp, like, I don't know. I think the safeties are playing pretty good,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
I'd wager to say, look, I think that they're probably going to give up more plays than they did with Marcus Williams back there because Marcus Williams has unbelievable range. Say whatever you want about him, but he was
Yeah.
an eraser. Like these guys don't have the same type of range, but I think they're going to make more plays. So. In the end, I really do believe that like the safeties are going to end up being the identity of the defense. Things are going to
Yeah.
flow off them, and I think it's going to be an extremely dynamic group of players. I think they're going to be really good.